What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Quick one before I go to sleep. I kind of messed up on the last video a little bit. I don't know why. I was thinking about Jared Hurd having to go up to 100. I don't know why I was thinking Plant and Benavides. That's all up to 168 pounds. I mean, Hurd moves up. He's moving up to 160 pounds. And with the landscape, I mean, you got Charlo at 160, who will body him. But besides that, there really isn't anything too big, I guess, necessarily at 160. If you're able to somehow get a Canelo Alvarez fight, which if you get your butt whipped and you get flatlined, you're getting a fat check for that. Demetrius Andres, he's with DAZN. That fight's not happening. Plus, he's a 154-pounder anyway, so that's not too bad. But besides that, I mean, thinking about it, he might be okay at 160. Maybe. He might be all right at 160. So that's a move he decides to make. I actually don't think it might not be too bad. 160, 168, definitely. I mean, that's just the death zone for him. But 160, he might be able to pull it. Maybe. But, whatever decision he make, I guess we'll see. Besides that, though, there have been talks about people have mentioned about maybe Erickson Lubin should step in for him and take on J-Rock. And the question becomes, would it be a smart thing for him to do so? For me personally, I say no. This kid was a young pup. He was doing good in the game in his teens, progressing nicely. They put him as a mandatory for Charlo, and he took it. I guess some people were advising him not to take it, but a lot of other people in his camp were saying, hey, yeah, you should do this. You can beat him. They were hyping him up, like he was going to be like the next big thing. Even the promotion was basically hyping him up like he was going to be the next big thing. He went in there and got clipped and got put to sleep. And a lot of people were talking about how, he just got caught, this and that. He didn't just get caught. I saw Charlo for about a minute. He was kind of sizing him up, kind of seeing what he had. Then I saw him quickly just loosen up. It was like he just figured him out. And the second I saw that, I was like, oh, this dude's out of here. I was like, he's already figured him out. So I knew before he got knocked out, I knew he was out of there. I was like, Charles already figured him out. He's done. And he was done. He was a puppy, Now he's like a little mid-sized dog, and you're still thinking that you're gonna throw him up into the kennel with the big boys. He's still gonna get ripped apart. He's still gonna get shredded. You know, they try to push him too fast, and he paid for it drastically. He's had a few fights since he's come back, but he hasn't faced any major competition. You know, just because you're in the limelight, just because you're seen, it doesn't mean that you're able to skip steps when it comes to getting to championship level and facing, that high caliber of competition. You still have to go through the same steps as that guy that's not on television, that has 20 plus fights, before he's on TV, where then he has 3, 4, and then he fights for a championship because he has that level of experience. You still have to gain that experience. You still have to go through those same steps. The fact that you're seen on TV right away, the progression does not care about that. And if you try to skip it, you try to leap, jump, you're going to get your tail kicked. And that's one of the big things when it comes to these kids who, are in the limelight right away. When people start seeing them doing good and they're knocking people out and they're like, yeah, he needs to go fight a champion. He needs to go fight a champion. And they start pushing him up a little bit faster than maybe they would have, if, let's say they might not have if they weren't, on TV so early. He needs to just continue doing what he's doing. Keep slowly progressing the way that you're doing. You have time. You're in your early 20s. You're good. You have a long career. Your time will come. If it's not against these guys, it'll be against somebody else. I could understand if he was facing like a Jaime Munguia for a championship. I say, cool, go ahead and do it. But when it comes to somebody like a J-Rock, bad move. Somebody like a Charlo, bad move. He's not ready for that. Go take him up against an Austin Trout. Let's see how he does against an Austin Trout. You know what I mean? Let's see how he does against Lara. You know, Lara was a former champion. You know what I mean? That's a good bout. If you truly believe he's ready for the J-Rocks, and you believe ready for the Charles, put him in a big huge match. You know, at the Barclays, against what's it called, Lara, and let's see what he has. You know, but even that might be too much for him still right now. You know, he's a great talent. He's skilled. He's getting better. He's progressing. But you have to take the steps. You cannot skip them. And just because, quote, somebody jumps out and you might be able to take a certain opportunity, it doesn't mean you need to jump on that now. Leave that alone. Keep doing you. He has a match set up against some dude. I don't know who the hell it is. But that's fine. You go face that guy. And after you go face that guy, you face a couple other people. Slowly move up. Take on the likes of an Austin Trout. Take on maybe a former champion like a Lara. And if you do good against them, then jump up to that championship level. You know, the last thing this kid needs, you know, is trying to chase stars when he does not need to right now and end up slumped up, curled up again. Because J-Rock's a big dude. J-Rock got those heavy punches. J-Rock can put him on the floor too. J-Rock can beat him up. You know what I mean? He can do it. This kid has a promising future. They made the mistake once of rushing him into a situation. Let's not be stupid and do it again. You know, it's unnecessary. He's a great talent who has a great future. Just like Hurd was smart enough to say, you know what? I'm not going to do that rematch right now. I got some work to do. I got some adjustments I need to do. You know, I need to get better as a fighter before I go against that caliber of fighter again. Lubin is the same thing. It's like we're going through the progression the right way this time. Let's keep on that path that we're on. You know what I mean? No need for us to try to jump 10 steps, ahead again. We jumped 10 steps ahead before. Now let's not jump 5 steps or 6 steps. Let's just go on slowly the way that we are going, and let's progress in the fashion that we should have done in the first place. So we're not curled up on the damn floor again, you know what I mean? Getting woken up with whatever that salt stuff. Oh, like, yeah, Lubin, you got knocked out again. We don't need that. All right? So should he do this? Should he take that spot if it's available for him? Hell no. I'm going to sleep. Like button, subscribe, share the videos. See you on the next one.